This is Tony Tia from Tony'sPicks.com with our college football pick show here. For Saturday, December 28th, we'll have all 8 bowl games. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you like our content, give us a thumbs up. You really help our channel. Let's get this one started. All right, we got Connecticut and North Carolina here in the bowl game on Saturday. All right, UConn 8-4 after their 47-42 road win at UMass. Huskies won 4 of their final 5 games. They had 4 games against Power 4 schools, lost each one of them. All 8 victories came against mid-majors. North Carolina drops to 6-6 after their 35-30 home defeat to rival NC State. They closed the regular season, dropping 6 of their past 9. Forecast for the Fenway Bowl: 35 degrees, 35 chance of snow, light wind. North Carolina head coach Mack Brown was fired. The team will be without their offensive coordinator. There are several starters opting out for the Tar Heels. UConn expects to have their players in the portal to play in this bowl game. Husky quarterback Joe Fagnano will start at quarterback. He's thrown 7 touchdowns, a pick over his past 3 games. Tar Heels senior quarterback Jacoby Criswell expected to start at quarterback. He completed 58% of his passes, but here, coaching continuity with the Huskies, I value that here in these bowl games. Pick here will be on Connecticut plus 2.5. Boston College and Nebraska in their bowl game here on Saturday. Boston College now 7-5 after a 34-23 home win to Pittsburgh. The Eagles won 2 straight. They lost 4 straight on the road. Nebraska fell to 6-6 after a 13-10 road defeat to Iowa. Cornhuskers have dropped 5 of 6. They have a notable 28-10 home win to Colorado in week 2. Pinstripe Bowl will be played at Yankee Stadium in New York. There is an 80% chance of rain with temperatures at 44 degrees and light wind. Nebraska will be without their defensive coordinator. BC has a few opt-outs. 2 starters on defense have opted out, as did a tight end. Cornhuskers are 4-1 in the under away from home. Boston College in their past 3 games have allowed only 2.5 yards per rush. They've averaged only 3.7 yards per rush this season. Cornhuskers have allowed only 3.7 yards per carry on the ground. The offense has struggled away here with 16 points per game and only 5.7 yards per pass attempt. Passing the football looks to be tough in these rainy conditions on grass. The pick here will be on Nebraska and Boston College under 46.5. Louisiana and TCU here in their bowl game on Saturday. All right. Louisiana here fell to 10-3 after a 31-3 home defeat to Marshall in the Sun Belt title game. The Raging Cajuns had 1 game against a Power 4 school and beat Wake Forest 41-38 on the road. They dropped 41-33 home decision to Tulane. TCU improved to 8-4 after a 20-13 road win in Cincinnati. The Horned Frogs have won 5 of 6. They have a notable 66-42 defeat at SMU. Mexico Bowl is played outdoors. The forecast calls for sunny skies, 52 degrees, light wind. Louisiana quarterback Ben Woldridge is probable to start after his collarbone injury. He will be without his starting receiver and tight end. Receivers and running backs have opted out for TCU. Horned Frogs starting quarterback Josh Hoover will start. He completed 67% of his passes this season with 8.4 yards per pass attempt. Both teams have productive offenses as the Raging Cajuns average 32 points per game. Horned Frogs at 32. Both starting quarterbacks appear to be under center here. The play here will be on Louisiana and TCU over 59. Iowa State and Miami here in the College Bowls. Iowa State fell to 10-3 after a 45-19 road defeat here to Arizona State in the Big 12 title game. This broke a 3-game win streak. They have a road win at rival Iowa by 1. Miami 10-2 with their 42-38 road defeat to Syracuse. The loss cost the Hurricanes a shot at the ACC title game and also a playoff berth. Their other defeat came at Georgia Tech 28-23. The Pop-Tarts Bowl played in Orlando, Florida. It'll be 78 degrees, 14-mile-per-hour winds, 19% chance of rain. 3 defensive linemen have hit the portal for Iowa State. Media reports have the portal entries, though, playing in this game for the Cyclones. The Hurricanes have a starting wide receiver out as he's headed to Alabama. Most other starters will play. Cam Ward is a projected first-round pick. Indications are that he'll play, but of course that can change at the last minute. The Hurricanes' defense away from home allowed 31 points with 257 yards passing for 8 yards per pass attempt. The offense performed well down the stretch, put up 34 points a game, 5.4 yards per rush, 68% completions, 8.6 yards per pass attempt. The pass defense was poor over this period. Iowa State defensively struggled down the stretch by allowing 31 points per game with 8.9 yards per pass attempt. Look for both teams to attack these poorly performing pass defenses here. The pick here will be on Iowa State and Miami over 57.5. Miami and Ohio and Colorado State here in the Bowls. Miami, Ohio fell to 8-5 after their 38-3 defeat to Ohio in the MAC title game. The Redhawks had a 7-game win streak heading into the title game. Their losses came at Toledo by 10, Notre Dame at Northwestern, home to Cincinnati. Colorado State improved to 8-4 with a 42-37 home win to Utah State. The Rams have won 6 of 7. Their loss came to Fresno State 28-22 in Week 13, which cost them a shot at the Mountain West title game. The Arizona Bowl is played in Tucson, Arizona. It'll be 70 degrees, light wind, sunny skies. Miami, Ohio lost both starting receivers and their left tackle. 2 starting corners are out. Colorado State has a starting receiver and 3 starters on defense out. The Redhawks struggled offensively away from home, put up 18 points per game with 54% completion rate. Point with production has been poor for them the past 3 games. The Rams averaged 290 yards passing in their 3 games with 7.6 yards per pass attempt. That's over their past 3 games. Redshirt sophomore quarterback Braden Fowler Nicolosi threw just 1 pick in his past 6 games and has started 2 seasons with the school. There's not much depth on these MAC schools, and when they lose players, the pick here will be on Colorado State plus 2.5. All right, we got East Carolina and NC State, their bowl game here on Saturday. East Carolina here, 7-5 after their 34-20 home defeat to Navy. The Pirates had their 4-game win streak snapped in defeat. Notable wins came to UTSA at home and North Texas on the road. They faced no Power 4 schools. NC State 6-6 after a 35-30 home road win. A road win at North Carolina to become bowl eligible. They had a bad loss to Tennessee, 51-10 on neutral. That was a long time ago. And at Clemson, 59-35. Military Bowl played in Annapolis, Maryland. There is an 87% chance of rain, 45 degrees, light wind. ECU lost 3 starters on defense of the portal as well as 2 receivers. NC State has 3 receivers out, 2 defensive starters as well. Both defenses enter in poor form. The Pirates in their past 5 games allowed 31 points per game, 4.6 yards per rush, 7.2 yards per pass attempt. Numbers are worse away from home. NC State in this period allowing 30 points per game, 7.8 yards per pass attempt. The Wolfpack also had worse numbers in their road games. ECU quarterback Caden Hauser threw for an average of 288 yards per game in his final 6. NC State quarterback CJ Bailey averaged 7.9 yards per pass attempt. He threw for over 300 yards against Cal and Syracuse. The pick here will be on East Carolina, North Carolina over 60. All right, we got BYU and Colorado here in their bowl game, Alamo. BYU now 10-2 after a 30-18 home win to Houston. This broke a 2-game losing streak with losses to Kansas at home by 4, Arizona State by 5. They had a 3-point win at SMU in Week 2. Colorado improved to 9-3 after their 52-0 home win to Oklahoma State. A Week 13 37-21 road defeat at Kansas cost the Buffs a shot at the Big 12 title game and a playoff. Alamo Bowl will be played in a dome here in San Antonio. A starting linebacker hit the portal for the Buffs. Deion Sanders said he expects everyone to play. His NFL prospects purchased insurance policies. At BYU will be without a starting safety on defense. BYU will be without a running back due to injury and have a banged-up offensive line. Colorado's formed great over their past 3 games as they've averaged 41 points, 78% completion rate, 9.3 yards per pass attempt. Defensively, they've held opponents to 20 points, 3.7 yards per rush, 5.3 yards per pass attempt over their past 3 games. BYU struggled offensively down the stretch, putting up just 22 points per game, 56% completion rate. In this period, They've allowed 8.3 yards per pass attempt. The pick here will be on Colorado -3. Army and Louisiana Tech's in the bowl here on Saturday. Louisiana Tech 5-7 after the 33-0 home win to Kennesaw State. The Bulldogs are the only losing team in a bowl game. They accepted this bowl bid as Marshall opted out. Louisiana Tech has only 4 wins against D1 schools, as they beat Nicholls State in Week 1. Army fell 11-2 with a 31-13 home defeat to Navy. The other loss came to Notre Dame 49-14 on a neutral. Independence Bowl will be played in Shreveport, Louisiana. Temperatures will be 58 degrees, light wind, and a 22% chance of rain. Louisiana Tech will be without 3 starters, or possibly more on defense. They could be without their up to 3 starters on offense. Army will be without a starting running back and edge rusher. Louisiana Tech was a poor offensive team. Away from their home stadium, they averaged just under 15 points per game, 2.9 yards per run, 5.6 yards per pass attempt. Army on the season averaged 31 points per game, 5.6 yards per rush, 9.4 yards per pass attempt. They defended well. The Bulldogs played in a weak Conference USA, and should have trouble defending this option here. Pick here will be on Army -14.5. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for my best bets, my premium plays, click that link in the description. That'll take you to my page here at Tony'sPicks.com. And if you like this video, give us a like, a thumbs up. You really help our channel. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.